This ain't radio, this ain't radio. On the dial tone. This ain't radio, this ain't radio. What I'm on. This ain't radio, this ain't radio. I'm finna talk my shit. This ain't radio, this ain't radio. Give it a listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 284 of This Ain't Radio with your host, Chris, just Chris, and welcome back, welcome back, or welcome to the first timers. I hope there's always some first timers somewhere. But yeah, man, look, before we get started, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Come on, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Leave a like, because that helps keep me in the algorithm. I need that in my life. I need all the help I can get. All right? I need all the help I can get. I just fired my co-host. I just fired his ass, so I'm solo again, like, for real. I've been solo the last 5 months, but now I'm really solo because I fired his punk ass. Fired his ass, and that's just what it is. Hey, he had to go. He wanted to take a 1 month break that turned into 5, and he just kept stringing me along like a little side bitch. And I'm just like, he thinks I'm just supposed to wait? Bro, I got to keep it moving. I got to keep it moving. That's what I do. All right? But that's the homie, though. John knows I love him. That's my boy. That's my brother. All right? But I have to fire his punk ass. Get the fuck up out of here. All right? You just strung me along like a little hoe. All right? And I ain't never been hoed out. I ain't no hoe. So I fired your ass. Out of love, though. Out of love. Out of damn love. So, this past weekend, right? NBA weekend. NBA All-Star weekend. All right. Earlier, what day was it? Friday, I believe. Friday. The homie Jake, he hit up me and my boy Pete in the DMs, and he was like, "Hey, are y'all doing anything for All-Star Weekend? Or is there anything going on over there for All-Star Weekend?" And then me, I had a little personal beef with Jake. Nothing real, but I just felt the way. Because I ain't seen his ass in like 10 years, right? Because he moved up north to become a mountain man. All right? He moved up north to be a mountain man. But for like the last 10 years, every time he came down, he ain't come see me. He ain't let me know he was in town. And usually it's not a big deal, right? Because, hey, everybody got their life now. But the only reason I felt the way was because he went to go see Pete. And Pete Pete lives a fucking block away from me. All right? And then Pete would always let me know as a homie, like, "Hey, Jake came by. Did he go see you?" "Nah, he ain't come see me." Fuck him. So I felt the way. a little bit. So when he hit us up, I'm like, fuck him. I'm not responding unless Pete responds. I'm not responding unless Pete responds. So the whole day passed, right? And it's Friday. So that Friday, we're also having homie dinner. Me, Pete, and John. John, the homie I just fired, got his ass up out of here. Peace, homie. But so we have squad dinner. So a little bit before that, Pete finally responds, and he's like, "Nah, I got nothing planned." And then Jake was like, "I'm down here for All-Star Weekend. Let's go to Venice Beach." In my head, I'm like, "You here for All-Star Weekend like a little groupie? You trying to catch you someone? You trying to catch you a man?" But still, then I still didn't say nothing because I was still upset with Jacob. I still felt the way. All right, no malice, no harm. I just felt the way because I was like, "Bro, I ain't seen you in like 10 years, and every time you come down here, you go a block away to go see Pete, but you don't come see me." I felt the way. But then when he said, let's go to Venice and hoop, I was like, "I'll go if Pete goes." So I kind of put it all on Pete. I'm like, "I'm only going if Pete goes, all right?" And then Pete was like, long story short, we went, and in the back of my mind, I was like, this the homie. I ain't seen him in 10 years. I'm going to see him. But I was still like, fuck him. So then me and Pete get there, right, and then we get there before Jake, and they have this whole AT&T sponsored event thing, right? So we thought we were just gonna go hoop, but they have these events, blah blah blah. And then when I see Jake finally walks up like 30, 40 minutes after, bro, and it felt like there wasn't even a 10-year gap. It just felt like we picked up right where we left off, and it felt so natural, which is weird. I can't be mad at him. His fucking IG name is the Peaceful Coyote. But he looks homeless though. I'll post a picture. It's funny. So the first thing I said to him, he saw me. He was like, "What up?" And at first, I swear to you, first thing I said to him was like, "Bro, I ain't got no change for you." Cause he look homeless. It's just cause he has these weird ass. He has a long ass unkept beard, right? It's long, and then he got the long hair, but he got like 4 dookie braids. The homie got like the dookie braids, right? And it just, bro, you know, it's just dookie braids, and it looks crazy. And then he dressed like a hippie, so he definitely has homeless aesthetic. Homeless aesthetic. But that's my boy. He ain't stink. That was the most important thing. He ain't stink. So he just look homeless. He ain't homeless, okay? He was driving a Prius. Always someone in the fucking, I hate the Prius. Always someone in the fucking Prius. But yeah. He looks crazy. But that's my boy. And it was good seeing him. We were at Venice doing a thing. Kicking it. We shot around. Well, they played some 3-on-3. I kind of just took pictures because I'm retired from basketball. I'm retired. It ain't for me no more. Then yeah. Then we went to what's the Clippers stadium called? We went there because they had another event and I couldn't get in because I had my camera. So I waited outside while they went to go check it out. Took some pictures. I saw Kenyon Martin. It was pretty cool. Whatever. But yeah, shout out to the boy Jake. Shout out to Pete. Just good times. All right, Joe. Now it's time for the real stuff. All right. It's time for the real stuff. It's time for the real. When do you stick to the street code of no snitching? And is it ever appropriate to break the code? Is it ever appropriate to break the no snitching code? See, I have my thoughts and feelings on it. Okay? So here are my thoughts on the no snitching code, right? Because ever since the child, don't be a tattletale. You know, don't snitch. All right, but look, here are my thoughts on it as a grown ass man. So, it's always don't snitch until you realize, like, I'm a grown ass man and I ain't doing any unnecessary time if I ain't have shit to do with nothing. So, if as a collective we decide to do something illegal, we decide to partake in some illegal activities, and shit goes sour, and we all split up and get on our way, and if I get caught, that's on me. I can't snitch. I don't know nothing. I have to take that because that's just code, and this is what I signed up for. I went into this knowing shit could go wrong and I can get caught. And all of us might not get caught. But whoever gets caught, they don't know shit. They got to just take what it is on their end. That's code. That's no snitching. I 100% agree with that. I agree with that. But here is another scenario where it's like, you got me fucked up. We're riding in the car, right? We're riding in the car, and someone has that blop blop on them, right? Someone has the yistle on them, bruh. All right, someone has a yistle on them, and then we get blurped, right? We get blurped by the 5. Oh, So so there's like, okay, whoever has the yistle, they stash it. Right? I'm cool with I don't know who everyone's like, I don't know who gun that is, right? Take us all in. But believe me, I'm not doing any time for a gun that ain't mine, or I wasn't in cahoots with that person having that thing on them. Okay? So as a man, if the person with the yistle decided to have that thing on them for their own personal reasons, whether I know about it or not, they should be the one to take that charge. Right? Because if for some reason shit goes wrong and then they're trying to put that shit on me, they're trying to be like, nah, that's your gun. And I'm like, that's not my gun. And for some reason, I'm the one they chose, because someone got to get the charge, right? Someone's going to get the charge, right? And if they try to put that on me, I'm going to be upset. And I'm not going to jail for no one. Especially if they know I ain't have nothing to do with that gun, and they would still let me take that charge. No conversations, no nothing. Hell no. Hey, that shit ain't mine. And if if someone ain't gonna fess up, I'm gonna fess up for them, because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You gonna let me take a fall for some shit I ain't had nothing to do? Ain't had nothing to do with? We wasn't in this car riding looking for the enemies. I don't do that. So no. Now, if we was riding looking for some enemies, and I know exactly why that yistle's in that car, and I know we gonna use it, even though I ain't never done that, bro. I am a sucker when it comes to that. I'm scared. Then it's all fair game, whoever, because we was all about to take part in some shit that we shouldn't have been taking part in. But yeah, man. So like, cause one time I remember the homie Eddie, rest in peace, man. I miss you every day. Randomly, he was like, "Hey, if randomly, like hypothetically, if I did this and the cops came and we ran and they caught you, would you tell on me?" And I was like, "Did I know you was gonna do this? Did I agree to be a part of this?" And he was like, "No." I'm like, if you don't come fess up and you expect me to take this charge for you, I'm snitching for sure. He was like, "Really? You would do that? You would do that?" I'm like, "Yeah, because you would do that. You would let me take that charge for you. You the big homie. You the big bro. You supposed to be looking out for me, because but no, nope. Hell no. You just showed me who you are. You would let me take a charge that I ain't had nothing to do with, had no idea about, because you ain't want it." Nah, hell no. I was like, no. That's what we not doing. That's crazy talk, yo. That's crazy talk. But, that's hypothetical. And the good thing about me, I don't ever put myself in these situations where shit could happen like that. I always been smart, right? I've been in my fair share of trouble. All right, I'm not the perfect upright citizen, all right? I'm my mom's favorite, but I ain't perfect. All right, my mom thinks I'm perfect, but I know I'm not. All right, and I've always taken responsibility for what I needed to take responsibility for. My fuck ups, cool. But the no snitching rule, it's a slippery slope. Because I ain't taking an unnecessary charge that I ain't had nothing to do with because of no snitching. Nah. And then fuck anybody who will let someone, their homie, take a charge for them, knowing they ain't had nothing to do with nothing, but just because you fucked up and you probably got some priors, you will let them do that because you don't want to. You will let them get fucked over because you would get fucked over worse. All I know, nah, I can't do that at all. I can't do that at all. Mm-mm. That ain't me. Not at all. Look, I ain't built for jail. Look at this. Look at this. Look, don't get me wrong. I ain't no sucker ass motherfucker, right? I'll bust down. I'll get on my program and shit. But I ain't. But no, I don't want to do jail. Look at me. Not built for that. I'm built for this. I'm built for podcasting. I'm built for doing fly shit. I'm built for whipping to the beach. That's what I'm built for. I'm built for listening to music on my headphones. I ain't built for jail. I ain't built for jail. I ain't trying to get up in there and slap the first motherfucker I see. And oh my gosh, yo. Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me. That ain't Chris. Believe it. Believe it. So look, all in all, I'm just saying all that to say, look, don't put me in no situation I ain't signed up for. That could do that. That could end up being real serious. Cause if I ain't sign up for it, and you try to play me out to protect yourself, I'll run my motherfucking mouth. But if it's some shit I agree to, I accept everything that comes with it. But if I don't sign up for this shit, and I never sign up for this shit, I ain't taking the fall for nobody if I ain't sign up for this shit. Alright? Own up, be a fucking man, take your own responsibility for your bullshit. Keep me the fuck out of it. Alright? I don't know shit. And don't tell me shit either. You know, plausible deniability. Alright? I don't know shit. I don't want to know shit. Alright? You got it on you. I don't want to know. Keep it away. I don't want to see it. Alright, let me live. Alright, like Jay-Z said, can I live? I thought I told you 96. But yeah, man. And you know, I'm still dealing with this like lingering cough. I'm good, but the lingering cough is the worst, right? It's just always like your body's trying to just, it's like rebooting, so it's kind of kicking out the old, right? It's like updating. So you got the little itch in the back of your throat where it's like you don't really have to cough, but it's just like annoying, so you want to cough to try to clear that up. But then it comes right back, and then it's like, and then the more you talk, like I'm talking now, then it gets more itchy and itchy, and you gotta like that. But I'm good. I'm good. And last thing before I get up out of here, y'all. Last thing. All these social medias, bruh, it's getting ridiculous. All right, it's getting ridiculous. All right, Twitter ain't the same. All right, it's all for you before you even get to see the people you follow. Ain't the same. The algorithm fucking you up, right? Instagram, same thing. Most people don't even know that there's actually a button where you could just click on it and you can actually just see the people you follow in chronological order instead of the for you, the algorithm doing its thing shit. But also, people don't post anymore, right? Everything's a story. And I'm guilty of that too, right? But old IG was better when people were just posting stories of even the smallest thing of what is a story now would have been someone's post for the day. And the engagement was better. It was better. Now it's just weak. All right. I'm even trying to post more, which is still not good on my personal IG, where I got to do better. I just came across some old pics too from when I was like in middle school. I'm actually going to post those because that should bring back memories, bruh. That should bring back memories. But yeah, so Instagram is changing, but that's still my most used. What else we got? I deleted TikTok because I ain't agreeing to that update where they could just take more. Like, of course they're taking information. Now they're taking more. They want to know my religious background. They want to know my sexual preferences. They want to know all that. Man, I like bitches, but I love my women. I love my woman. Love you, girl. Had a great Valentine's Day with you. Pizza and dancing. Oh, Pier 12, Hermosa Beach. Fuck that place. That place sucks dick. All right, that's just the whitest place, the most cramped place. No style in there, no rhythm, no sazon, no seasoning. Man, but then also I've been saying I don't like Hermosa either. But American Junkie, the last couple times I went, has been solid. Fuck with American Junkie. My girl liked American Junkie. Yeah, shout outs to the shouts out. But like I was saying, long story short, I keep veering away from what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is we all need to get back on Tumblr. All right? We need to get back on motherfucking Tumblr. Let's get back on Tumblr. Times were good then. Times were good. Let's get back on motherfucking Tumblr. That's all I'm saying. Tumblr was solid. Tumblr is all that. I love Tumblr. And it's crazy. I still have my Tumblr account. So when y'all ready to make that move back, let's do it. Tumblr 2026, baby. Let's go. But anyways, look, that's it. Episode 284? 284. This Ain't Radio with your host, Chris. Just Chris. And until next episode, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Peace.